Okay. Because I've been doing all this internet research into like stuff, the way that one does. I've, on the recommended for you section on the side of my video feed thing, on YouTube, it's given me a video called Arcturians on the Arcturian Star channel. Um, it's got some very beautiful graphics, and it's got scrolling text, which basically explains the mythology of these Arcturians. Uh, I just wanted to bring this one particular line to your attention from the text. It says here, Arcturians are much more, in inverted commas, okay, inside of their heads than we. Obviously, for any spirituality, one mythology can sometimes be as good as another. But ouch. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Then there's claims that the Arcturians can do like amazing healing and all kinds of stuff. And then it goes on about fifth dimension and ninth dimension and oh dear. You know about the cargo cults? Hmm? Way back in the war, there was some island or other somewhere. Okay? And it had its own native people. Then all of a sudden it was turned into a military base by, I don't know, was it the Japanese or maybe the Americans? I can't remember. And they built their base, they settled, and all the natives sort of watched on from a distance from the undergrowth, And all of a sudden these airplanes started to come and drop cargo, things that the soldiers could use. Food, water, ammunition, things to build up the camp and so on and so forth. Then, hey presto, the war comes to an end and the camp gets closed down and all the invaders go away, just leaving the primitives sort of thinking, oh, what was that? And then an explorer comes back, like, many years later, and a new religion has been formed, There's these bamboo, like, communication towers with a person, like, talking into a bamboo microphone as if to welcome forth the great silver birds from the sky who can bring forth goods and food and prosperity again. Because, like, those primitives in those days, right, they were just like us. They may not have had the experiences that we have in our culture, but they're still modern, evolved human beings, okay? And what they were doing then was just basically what these people are doing here. There's a story out there, and so, hey presto, a religion is created from it. We're taken from bits of here, there, and everywhere to build up a bigger picture. But basically, it's just another cargo cult. Just in the hope that, like, this one story can then do some good. Heal the sick or transport people to another planet. We haven't actually evolved all that much. Alright, now essentially these Arcturian believers, if they could turn around and try and say, like, we don't know whether this story is true or not. We don't care. But we've discovered some benefits we can get from our lives as a result of it. So what we'd say is be open to the story and see what good it can do you. That would be a little bit more positive and honest, I believe, than all this stuff about many dimensions and these are crystal beings that are more enlightened and their leader is Jesus. I mean, Jesus appears in lots of different ways in these alien myths. Sometimes he is beneath them, sometimes he is above them, sometimes he is their king. Sometimes he's a messenger for the aliens. I mean, talk about industrial retraining. I mean, bloody hell. Bet he's sort of like missing the days where people were crucifying him, considering all the stuff he's going through and all the things he has to learn and do these days. Oh, bloody hell. And with a body made mainly of light. I mean, good God. Anyway, it's quite disturbing in some ways. Because people take this stuff too seriously. I want people, I'm happy with people having a spirituality or a religion or a religious story, because I think that does do people good, but when any of it is taken to the point of literalism, it can get a little mental. That's all I'm saying. It can just get a little mental. Arcturian